All right, so circle the points which are solutions to the system of inequalities represented in the graph. So from the warm-up, I told you that in order for it to be a solution, it has to go through both of them. So like as you can see, these lines, we have some of the lines that are going at a diagonal, almost forming a positive slope. Does everybody see that? And you have other lines that are going down, forming a negative slope. So what I want to do is we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to graph all of these points. Now, we're going to do this first row together, and then I'm going to give you a couple minutes to work on it by yourself. Let's go ahead and graph 0, 4. So here's 0. I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 0, 4 a solution? No. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a line through that one. Now we're going to look for 2, 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. What do you guys think about 2, 2?
No.
Why no?
Because it's on the dashed line.
Beautiful. Well done, Hayden. Well done. I agree that it's very close, but do we see that's on the dash line? And remember, we cannot include dash lines, only the solid lines. Does that make sense? So I'm going to put a line through that one. All right, what about 3, negative 3? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do you agree that that's in both of the shaded sections? So we're going to circle that number. How about positive 3, positive 3? Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
8.
What do y'all think about 3, positive 3? Addison says no. I agree because it's on the dashed line. We good there? Am I going too fast? Okay, let's do 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. What about 4, 2? Same thing, it's on the dashed line. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Don't graph all of them. I want all of you to graph these next 4. So look at this second row right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to graph them as well, then we'll discuss them. Okay, so here's what I got. First one, yes. Second one, no. Third and fourth, yes. Do we agree? Or did I make a mistake? JT shaking his head, no, what's wrong? Just tell me, which one? Which one?
-4. Isn't it out of it?
Negative 3, negative 4?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Hey, I'd rather you ask questions. Okay, let's do this third row. You go and do your third row. We won't do the fourth row if we feel good with it. Do the third row, and we'll compare them.
Why is 0, 0 twice?
I don't know. How you doing, Ryan? A little bit graphing? Okay. Hey, Jay, how we doing?
Good.
Ben, done? You okay back there? Okay, the only one I got that worked was 2, 0. Do we agree? Okay, so we all feel okay with this idea of how we're graphing these. All right, sweet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to scroll down, or you're going to move down on your paper to the next section here. And this is essentially our warm-up. Now, the graphs are already put on there. Me personally, because I have control of the screen and because I have multiple markers, I'm going to use 2 colors. You do not have to. There's nothing in here that says that you do. What I would personally recommend doing is just doing like they did on there and drawing a line one way and drawing the other line a different way. or drawing one really light and doing one really dark. So for here, I've got x is greater than 1. So if I'm looking for that graph, the x greater than 1 is going to be this one right here. Are we all okay with that? Here's 1 for the x. All of those points make it 1. Are we good there? Now if I choose the origin, this piece right here, and I plug it in, is 0 greater than 1? So am I going to shade the left or the right side of this line? The right. So again, I'm just going to do a brief shading real quick. Okay. Now I'm going to get a different color. We're going to use green on this one. I have y is greater than a negative 2. So once again, I'm going to choose the origin. Is 0 greater than negative 2?
Yes.
So I'm going to shade above or below the line?
Above.
Good. And again, I'm just going to shade through all of this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my purple marker and I want to show you that all of these numbers in here are where I share. Do we see that? Would I include the lines that are the barriers for this shaded region? Why? They're dashed lines. If they were solid lines, then we would. Are we okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, move on to the next ones. These ones are given to us in slope-intercept form. Y is less than or equal 1/2 x plus 1. Y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 1. It's already been converted for us, so all we have to do is just physically figure out where we're going to shade. So again, I'm going to circle this one maroon. Okay, this is a positive slope, which means that it has to be this line right here. Is everybody okay with how I identified which line was which? It's a positive slope. I'm going to go ahead and pick the origin again. I'm going to have 0 is less than or equal to 1/2 times 0 plus 1. 0 is less than or equal to 1. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
So am I going to shade above or below the line? We're all good there? Do the second thing now. Take my green one. I'm going too fast. Slow me down. Plug in a 0 again. 0 is less than or equal to a negative 2 times 0 plus 1. 0 is less than or equal to 1. Is that true?
Yes.
So am I going to shade above or below the line?
Below.
All right, now, same question. Do I include the lines for this one?
Yes.
Because it says equal to. So what that means is that every section, all of that is where I share both of them. Yes, no? All right. Any questions, anything I'm confusing you with here? All right, go ahead and try the third one for me. Go ahead and try the third one. I'll do it up here on the board. We can compare them, but I want you to have a second to attempt it on your own, and then we can discuss it. Just going to go ahead and remind you, you're going to end up dividing by a negative, your negative coefficient, and therefore you're going to have to flip your inequality symbol.
Where are we dividing by negative? We're not dividing by negative at all. It's positive 3y. There's no way.
It is a positive 3y.
No
That's
way.
fair. That's fair. You right. You right. You right. You right.
Mr. Faber.
Yeah.
Is the purple part of the undefined line?
Is the purple a part of the undefined line
Yeah.
on this one?
No, the other one.
Yeah. It's just I use maroon. It's just on top of the black, so it's harder to
On
see.
the right side. So 0 is
Yeah,
not
it's on the
less
left.
than that. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Man, I'm the worst.
It's true.
You're lucky it's recording, Bennett. You're lucky it's recording. Good call. Thank you, Steven.
See, it's nice to have small people.
So this one we have a much smaller section. Just that little top triangle, right? Okay, we all feel decent about that though? So your test, and we're gonna do the bottom section, don't worry. But your test on Thursday, this is all it is. It's just inequalities. That's all it is just your inequalities. Alright, so, last part. Very last section of our notes. Tommy, you okay? Okay, I don't want to stress you out, man. Looks like you're getting frustrated. Can I do anything? Alright, here are the equations. And all it's asking you to tell me is, are they in the section? Like, are they on the graph in the actual ordered pair? I feel like we're probably okay at this point. Tell me if you disagree. I'd like to go ahead and give you your homework so you can have a chance to attempt it and ask me questions if you have them. Are we okay with skipping over this last section?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I'm going to stop the video real quick.